come through. Again, same rules. If you want your loved ones to come surround you, call them in at this time. If this resonates with you, just drop emojis in the chat, nothing else. And then when we kind of figure out who this specifically is for, it'll just be me and you talking in the chat for the most part. Make sure y'all tap the screen. Make sure you share the live. If you don't already, follow me on Facebook and things like that. Please do on my other platforms. I would appreciate it. And I would appreciate it if you left a review there too. Thanks, Ems. I feel a female. Hey, Sammy. Thank you, baby. I feel a female spirit right now. She wears her hair high. She's got high. I keep hearing high hair. High hair. Hey, Ann. All right, go, baby. You gotta close the door. Do what you need to do, please. She shakes her finger a lot too, like how she took this woman. I want to say grandma kind of figure. She seems older. I feel like she's a very sassy, fiery grandmother, and she wags her finger a lot. She's like very sassy, like hand on my hip. I'm telling you about yourself. She's spunky. She got spunk. I want to say Filipino, but that could just be like, I don't know, if Philippines makes sense, or just like, I don't know how to. I just heard that. I heard Filipino. Damn. Okay, grandma. She do not play games. Like, I feel like she used to like grab ears. She like, I'm just seeing like how sassy and spunky she was. I feel like very outspoken, very much like the matriarch of the family. It feels like she pretty much established her family. It could have been, there could have been immigration involved where she was not necessarily born in America, but I feel like life was really a struggle for her, and she created a legacy. It's kind of how it feels. It's kind of what she's showing me. I feel like she used to wear muumuus, or like just like long nightgowns that were really comfortable. Again, high hair, like high hair. I think she was really into, she was like that type of person who, how you look at home is not how you should look outside. How you look at home is not how you should look outside. Hey, Edwin. You have to, it's kind of like looking your best. You have to look your best when you go outside. At home, you can look like a mess, but when you go outside, you have to look your best. That's really what I'm like hearing with her. I feel like, she was kind of short. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. I feel like she was kind of short. It's always the short ones that got the most sass. I feel like there's something to do with like A car? She's talking about a car, and she's talking about this car like messing up. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. She's talking about this car that's messing up. A car. Okay, she's also not a fan of like keeping things. Like she's like, if it's broke, don't fix it. Like she's kind of like gives me these vibes of like, if it's broke, don't fix it, just go get a new one. It's kind of like her shtick. Um I feel like she was very impatient, not gonna hold you. And I feel like she's a go-getter. She's very dedicated. Again, very much fire energy here. If it's broke, don't fix it. Just get a new one. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not get rid of it. Maybe it's just if it's broke, don't fix it. Just go get a new one. Just get another one. Like, it kind of gives me um she's like showing me stacks of magazines. Stacks of magazines and canned food is what I'm seeing. And I don't know if there's a M name connected. M, either to her or around her. And the number 5. She was a hoarder. Honestly, I get that. Kind of feels like those vibes. Five could be 5 kids, the 5th of a month. It could be May. Is anybody resonating so far with all that information? Xena. What's the for? Stacks of magazines and canned food. What's that about? I can't tell if it's a postcard or not. Okay, Hannah. Me thinking. Okay. Would the magazines and the canned food make sense for you, Hannah? No idea. Okay, friendo. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. Let's get it. Hold on. Let's see. This lady is very loud. Very expressive. Talks with her hands. Very loud. Make sure y'all keep tapping that screen for me, please. What was May? I don't know. It was just a number. Oh, and then I said M name. Haha, M, May. May was a number that was either connected to her. I don't know what is May, what May is about. My daughter was born in May, and her Thai name is Mei Lee. My ear just started burning. My ear just started burning. Thank you, Hannah. This lady is a very animated character. Okay, let me tell you what just happened. So I'm over here, I'm talking, right? I'm like, oh, there's the main lead, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And it's like, as soon as you confirm that, she calmed down. It's as if like she, it's as if she was super animated. Um, if you didn't listen to her, she would make herself loud. She make herself big. She make it known. She's like, no, this is what it is. And then when you did, it was just like, calm down. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you. It's very much like that energy is what I feel for her. Did she pass in I want to say home that wasn't hers, a home that wasn't her own? It feels like I was not. It looks like a home. It could have been a nursing home, or it could have been a hospital, or it could have been somebody else. Home, but it feels like I wasn't in my own space when I passed. Would that make sense? Would that resonate? She was at home. Okay, maybe it was just disorientation. Um, And this was this just I passed because of old age. I passed because of old age. It feels like she was really. It feels like she goes ancient, ancient. I feel like I don't know if she complained about being old or whatever, but it was like, yo, she was like, I had enough. I have had enough. I feel a lot of disorientation and fuzziness in my head, maybe towards the end of life, not really being able to tell any differences in, I feel like, people, places, things. It could have been, dementia, it could have been Alzheimer's, it could have been one of those where she really struggled with her mind and she really struggled to retain information or remember. Very confused and tried to leave the house all the time. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Alzheimer's, got you. Was she in, would you know reference to like a chair that she would have always been in, maybe? A chair. She's talking about this chair, sitting in this chair. I feel like there was for her either a blanket or something that she was always covered in. I feel like she was always sitting in this chair and she was always looking. There was always this, I don't know if it was by a window or she liked to look out the window a lot, but there's just like this kind of like I'm always sitting in this chair, I'm always watching. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. There's a sense as well of kind of a feeling out of place. And I want to say this feeling out of place. I know we already said it was like Alzheimer's and stuff, but is this very uncomfortability. Like you could tell that she was uncomfortable. You could tell that she felt out of place. You could tell that she just wasn't I feel like towards the end anyway, really comfortable or even really happy. I feel like for her it was a struggle towards the end of her life. Would that make sense? Yeah, it was very hard. She suffered a lot at the end. Did she not it like when she was struggling with this, did she not like to see people? Like, was this an issue for her? Was people around her? It feels like what she's showing me is people being around her or people coming and going, and her not liking to really be visited, or her not liking to really see people or be around people. Would that make sense? Or maybe just not liking people seeing her as she was, not liking people seeing her sick and suffering. It could have been that as well. She became combative as well. Okay. It seems as if she became a recluse. Whereas, like, I see the beginning, right, where she came to me first and she was like expressive and, like, fiery and spunky. And then it kind of became towards the end of life, kind of becoming a recluse, kind of not being antisocial, kind of like that is kind of what it feels like. Did a complete 180. There's a sense as well of her her leaving something behind, like her leaving, there's something, I keep hearing precious. I don't know if it's like precious moments or if it's something that she considered precious that she left behind as well. um it's kind of small. It's kind of small, and just like I feel like for her, this would have been something that brought her safety and happiness, something that she really looked at with a lot of passion and joy. And she goes, it's something I really worked hard for that I had to leave behind. Something I worked really hard for that I had to leave behind. I feel like there were a lot of like memories in her house. I'm seeing, like, I'm kind of like walking through, and it's like a lot of pictures, a lot of bright colors as well. I feel like grandma was pretty neat too, where she had like an eye for like fashion, not fashion, but like decoration and aesthetic. Like she had a specific taste, and I feel like she represented that throughout her house. I'm feeling like the color red being really prominent with her. Red, red, red. Her yard was her pride and joy. Her home. Very fashionable and amazing aesthetic. Yeah, you definitely do. Definitely. Um, she goes, I was very chic. I was very chic. She's so cute. She's the cutest. And there's kind of like a slight accent. There's a slight accent too. Like when she speaks. Always gave the grandbabies jewelry. She's the cutest. I love her. Okay, I'm gonna move into the message for you, Mama. I'm gonna move into the message. What's the message for her, Mama? There's something I feel as if that you're trying to rush, and I feel like for her, she comes through with this message of slow down, take your time, and she says it very like elaborately. Hey, Tori. She says it very elaborately and literally very slowly. Okay, literally very slowly. She's like, slow down, take your time. I'm literally seeing like this gold. I don't know if the jewelry she bought you was gold, but I feel like that was her color. It was gold. Yep, I want a baby right now, but it's not time yet. It was gold 100%. Okay. I feel like for her, like gold chains. Like that's what I'm seeing. Like this gold like chain. Um a gold bracelet and necklace. Boom. And I feel like, yeah, you can come up. Hold on. Hey girl.
Hey Boo. Oh my God. Damn, I can only connect with audio. I want to show you this gold necklace
Oh,
that
you can connect the
she
video. Hold on. There you go.
Oh, here you go.
All right, Grandma.
She gave all of the grandbabies a necklace and a bracelet.
And was it engraved?
And so it's like a Buddha. And where's my other one? The one I wore every day. Here you go. So I don't have my bracelet with me, but when you said engraved, I bit my gold bracelet, and it has like little impressions in it.
Oh my god.
Girl, this is crazy. I just
That's
had a fucking feeling, bro.
crazy.
I wish I had printed out pictures of her yard because she lived in a mansion. She always told my mom that you have to hold your head high as a
Oh my
woman.
god. High head, high hair,
Yes.
high head.
Yes. And she high-end stuff, fashion, everyone got the good quality shit. And my
Yeah.
mom's the same way. This is fucking crazy. And her Thai name, you were seeing an M.
Mm-hmm.
The Thai language, her name, it looks like an M, but it's not. It's the Thai letter. It's
Oh.
the Thai letter that you're seeing. And this
Uh-huh.
is bad to say. I don't know my grandma's name. I've never heard it in English.
Mm.
So I couldn't tell you what her name was, but it all resonates. And she has stacks of shit in her house. And the stacks are her history records of her family. I don't know how to explain that. Like my
That makes sense.
great grandparents owned a rice mill, and she kept all of her paperwork in a stack. She did a lot of conservation. She opened schools in Thailand. She donated money to those schools in
Wow.
education. Oh my gosh. I'm
That's
going to send you
amazing.
pictures of her yard because it's absolutely beautiful. And I think she brought that up because her kids are not maintaining her yard.
Yeah. She's like, when she was talking about it, she was like, I did not want to leave this behind.
And
Uh,
they're all fighting over it. I'm surprised she hasn't
wow.
even brought that up. There's so much drama on my
I was
social media.
actually, honestly, before you came up, I was like, is there something she left behind? Like, I was going to say it. I didn't say it though. Because it seems like there is this kind of struggle right now. And it
The
seems as
family
if, is
is
it over the
separated.
house itself?
The house, yes.
Okay.
And they're all fighting over it. My family is completely divided.
She's so exasperated by it too. She's like so annoyed.
Yeah, she is. I can feel it. She's sick of it. And my mom don't stay involved. It's crazy. Wow. Wow. And I think you said 83 earlier. She was 83 when she passed.
Yes. Wow.
I just vaped. I hope they didn't see.
Okay. So, okay. She's like, yeah, I'm sick of these people. I don't. This is not why I left things behind. I didn't leave things
Mm-hmm.
behind for anybody to fight over it. And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, I specified very clearly. I specified very clearly what I wanted to happen with my
Yep.
things, and
Yep.
nobody's paying attention to what I said.
Mm-hmm. They're changing her will. Like she put it specifically in there. And
Wow.
my uncle like manipulated it and said the house is his and he's trying to knock it down and build a penthouse while all of my family lives in there still. It's so messed up. It's so messed up. Yeah, he has no respect for the family and it's sad.
I just
Hmm.
want you to know it's not gonna go through. It's not gonna
It's
happen.
not going to go through. I know.
It's not gonna
Yep.
happen. But she was like, I wrote this. I specifically put this down how I wanted it to go.
Uh-huh. And it ain't going the way that she wanted it to. Mm-hmm. Bitch, shut up.
Sorry, your grandma's there. I don't know what to tell you. She barking at your grandma. Your grandma's laughing.
Sorry, my dog was barking so much.
I know. That's why I was like, don't. It's like he's barking because of your grandma. That she started laughing.
Mm. She's so spunky, and it makes sense that she brought up my daughter with her Thai name because I'm sure she would have loved that she had a Thai name, you know?
Yeah. I feel like um heritage is really important to her.
Yes. She wanted to leave all of this money for her kids so that they would have an established life, and the money is getting to their heads big time.
Yep. It would seem so.
Big time.
Okay, we're gonna go back to you. Anyway, she's like, whatever. Let's go back. Um, you said you want a baby right now. It's not the time. Okay, that makes sense because what she was saying repetitively, like, take your time. It's not a race. It's gonna be okay. Take your time. There's a sense of like kind of wanting to rush head first into it. I feel like your grandmother was very much the type of person who is very articulate and planning.
Planning.
Like, you gotta
100%.
plan. You gotta make sure you got the money. You gotta make sure you
Mm-hmm.
got the space. You gotta make sure you got like she's very much like telling you like you make sure you have everything in order to have that baby coming.
Fact. 100%. 100%. And I've been hearing it too. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. I'm
Okay,
shook.
thank you. She was like, okay, I'm done. Just
That's her.
hands up.
She's no bullshit. She wants to get the message through, and she's like, all right, I'm going to go back to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, okay, do you want me to tell her any signs? She knows the signs. This is her. She knows the signs.
She has the gift too, and it's interesting because my grandmother, she was transitioning through the temple to become a medium, and a spirit took over her body and she couldn't breathe, and it scared the shit out of her, and she quit. Same thing happened to my mom, and she did the exact same thing, and then my mom said, I want to be normal, and didn't do this. And anytime I think of my grandmother, I smell jasmine. And you know what Malie stands for? Jasmine.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Oh, Zena, I don't understand Thai because I'm autistic and I didn't speak
Hey,
for the
Susie.
I didn't speak for the first 4 years of my life, and I was getting confused between English and Thai. So my mom did not teach me because
Oh,
of
I was
that.
going to ask you if your mom knew it, if they spoke it.
Yeah, my mom did.
And was your grandma married for a long time?
Yes, she was. Jiao Kang. Oh, yes, Zena. She was married for a while. Yeah.
I feel like you're like who she was married to got bullied by her.
Yes, he spent all her money. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then let me tell you, when she started getting combative, she was throwing shoes, cups, anything you can think of at him.
Yo, okay, because she's like, no, I gave him hell. And I'm like,
Oh, yes.
okay.
Oh, yes. Big time.
That's so amazing.
And it's crazy because, like, I knew my grandpa as a loving grandpa. He treated the grandkids like royalty, but he treated my grandma like shit.
Shit.
It's wild.
Was he kind of chunky?
Oh my God. When I send you the picture, you're gonna shit. Like, he was A fat, short, bald man.
I was gonna say, like, was he bald too?
He was
Because yo, she's like, he didn't even look that good.
he was handsome when younger, but as he got older, he was short, bald. He's half Chinese, half Thai. It's funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it feels like I was just with this person because I had to be with this person. I had kids with this person. This is who I made my life with, and it was kind of like tradition in that way.
Yep. Tradition. Yep.
That's exactly how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, that's what I got for you. Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Hannah.
You're welcome. I'll drop down.